Welcome back to Marta's Planning Mess. I'm just going to give you a quick update to a little bit of stuff I've done differently in my Hobonichi weeks, which is my meal and fitness planner. For those of you that are curious what I do, you might want to check out an older video because I want this one to be quick. I keep steps in this section, and then in this section, the monthly section, it's where I keep track of my workouts and my walking that I do. And then this is where I keep track of food, and it looks more like, let's see, where's the more recent one? You can see I do all these little charts and things. Okay, it looks more like this now. I'm not writing as many. I don't write out the macros per meal. It's in MyFitnessPal if I need to check up on that. So that's kind of how that section looks. Okay, and then I've got some charts that I keep up, and this is where I'm keeping track of where I would be on the Appalachian Trail if all of my daily steps were on the trail. I need to fill that in. And then towards the back here, so I was keeping track of my strength workouts, like what my weights were, in a different way, and it was getting hard to go from machine to machine, and so I just went ahead and made this and transferred all the data. So you can see the weeks at the top. So I give myself 9 squares over and 2 high for each thing that I do. This is a day's workout, this is a day's workout, and this is a day's workout, and this column is the week. And so it's easier to compare if I'm growing and able to add more weight. Like this one I started with 25. I'm now at 55. So it's like I'm actually can see my progress. So when you do that, if you use 9 across and you use, these are like 2x2 sections for each week, then you can get a quarter's worth of information here. I actually started tracking this on week 13. So I only need to have 3/4 worth of data here, but if 14 was here, it would put my average box right there. It would have put that on the edge. So this is slightly off because I didn't realize it was going to actually work out so well this way. But I've got it set up for the rest of the year. So this would be quarterly and then yearly average of what all of this data would be. So that's where I'm keeping track of that. And this is a blood pressure log that I did for a short time and I'm not doing anymore, so it's kind of obsolete. Not really using those sections for anything. And then in the very back, this is a book you can get from Hobonichi. It's a supplemental book, and it's designed to fit in this pocket back here. And so I've gotten, these are workouts that I'm doing. And so I can just flip through this. And I did have them in the book, and I actually cut them out and put them in this because I don't want to redo this every year. I mean, maybe I'll be I'll moved on to different workouts, and that's cool too. But if I want to take this to the next year, I can just take it with me. It's a separate book, but it fits in there. So I've got just a couple workouts in here. I do have a lot of how to, I'm dealing with hernia right now, or not hernia, but a tear. So anyway, that information is there. But anyway, just trying to work on posture and strengthening and overall flexibility. So I've got some of those things I want to, this comes in a set of 3. So I might take one of them and just dedicate it to posture, flexibility type exercises. But anyway, they're nice and thin. They fit in here. They don't really bulk up or make your weeks feel funny. So you can just see, and this is the regular one, not the mega. So it really doesn't affect it too much. So anyway, that's how that is, and it's working really well for me. And aside from that taking up too much space at the bottom, because this is such a small planner, you need all your real estate. Aside from that being annoying to me, and I will probably use the Sterling ink horizontal for next year just to avoid that. Other than that, the weeks has worked beautifully for what I need it to. So I do highly recommend it if you're wanting to track your meals and have some space for either trackers or graphing, that sort of thing. I like seeing the graph. It really helps me visualize what's happening with my, this is all food data. Well, I shouldn't say all. This is, and then this is things like sleep and steps and energy score and weight, those kinds of things. So it's kind of, I like to see it visually that way. It helps me understand the data better. So I do recommend this for that type of a book. It's worked really well. I haven't felt the need to try anything else. And for me, that's a win. Y'all have a great day.